Wow! The rumors were true! You're here! You're really here!
You know me.
Oh, sure. I've heard you described in great detail. Great detail. You run the Howling Tempest Gang, the most daring, ruthless pirates of the Gordian Reach. Wherever that is.
You're a strange one. Can't say I've ever met an alien quite like you before.
I'm Rishi. You wouldn't have met anyone like us on any other planet. That's what everyone in town says anyway. Seems like everyone in Raiders Cove is going on about you and all your insane adventures. Talk about your tough customers.
You're basic. It's very natural.
My people pick up languages and stuff real easy. Some of us like to be formal. I'm more of a cantina talk type. Speaking of cantinas, you'll want to watch for Goro. He wants to fight you so bad, it's not even funny.
Wants to fight me? What did I do?
You'll have to ask him. Considering what a big deal you are, it's probably just for bragging rights. Goro's at the Blaster's Path, local watering hole, probably washing down some Tonatron jerky with some Antellian fungo lager. I'm not allowed there anymore. Long story. So I hope someone hollows your big fight. Wouldn't want to miss a single bloody shot.
I hear you're looking for me, or someone who fits my description at least.
Kafsta undile, Jigo hola lokuta.
Think you just did that yourself, Goro. Hang on. You're not about to wreck my place again, are you? I'm still filling in blaster holes.
Inigu daiji liska wa. Kusa malachikuta, ikosa mose alatuta.
No, this won't be a challenge at all. Not for me.
Chonki faguta, jiobora, jeoto kakise. Makipuna malituta od mishka.
You were amusing for a moment at best. Now die.
You know, a few blaster marks is one thing. Gives the place some charm. But this...
Listen to me. I am the Emperor's wrath. I am hate incarnate. I want to know who is claiming I'm some imbecilic pirate, and I want to know now.
Everyone's talking about you. Couldn't tell you how it all got started, but I can tell you who gave Goro the idea to come after you.
Don't do it, Karina. You know what Margok would say about ratting out a resident?
If Margok ever pays the tab all you Nova Blades have run up, then maybe I'll start to care what he thinks. Guy you want is Kai Zyken, leader of the Corellian-run scoundrels. A real gem. Goro said Zyken owes you a pile of credits. He hired Goro to take you out for a fraction of what it would cost to pay you.
Where do I find him?
Beats me. It's not like I hang out with the guy. Ask Zyken's crew. They're all over Raiders Cove. Like stinkflies.
Thanks for the tip. What are you doing later?
Cleaning up this mess, serving drinks, getting 2 seconds sleep, then serving some more. Sweet for asking, though. See ya, Goro. Hope your brother doesn't decide this was my fault.
Well, look at this, scoundrels! A visit from...
I was making a dramatic pause, Tomoda. I know it's the Hurling Tempest. Kai Zyken. I'm sure you've heard my name, most commonly accompanied by a longing sigh from one of my former conquests. Now here's the deal. The Corellian-run scoundrels may owe you a debt, but it's not coming out of my hide. Take it up with accounting.
You will give me every last credit your people owe the Howling Tempest Gang. Every last one. Understood?
Well, I do speak basic, so yeah, understood. And, you know, it doesn't have to get dialed up right away to violent.
Wama otaka
Okay, alright. Listen, we can't pay. The freedom to operate in Raiders Cove isn't exactly free. After the Nova Blades take their cut, we're tapped! Not before you get an itch. I do have something of value. Something I know you want.
You tried to have me killed. I don't see why I shouldn't return the sentiment.
I get it! You're not happy with me. But you might be after this. I record all my holocalls, and that includes the one that warned me you were coming to Rishi. I'll show it to you. Tomoda, get my data pad! Oh, that's bad, Tomoda. That's bad. Oh, right! Yes, thank you, Tomoda! I knew there was a reason I kept you around. Here, you can find and unlock the case with this tracer, and you could even keep the data pad. How's that?
How about you go find the data pad you lost and bring it to me?
Hey, good idea. Why don't I go ahead and, do that? Oh, like you wouldn't do the same.
Never mind, I'll find it myself.
I hope you tell your Howling Teapot gang we're even now? Right, that's what I said.
Kaizaikun, greetings. I speak to you now to deliver a warning. The Howling Tempest Gang is one of the galaxy's most feared pirate associations. They have just now set their sights on Rishi. As you know, the Corellian Run scoundrels owe the Howling Tempest Gang a great many credits. There is no telling what will happen when you are discovered. I suggest you herald the gang's arrival to draw unwanted attention on them. I'm dispatching several droids across Raiders Cove to do the same. Or you could do nothing and suffer the consequences. The choice is yours.
Greetings to you. Would you like to hear a true story about the legendary Howling Tempest Gang? Oh, I beg your pardon. I didn't realize it was you. How exciting. Such a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
What exactly is your purpose?
I've been assigned by my master to spread word of your many accomplishments throughout all of Raiders Cove. Why, in the time since your arrival, you have already defeated the illustrious Goro, brought fear to the Corellian Run scoundrels and Carrota Corsairs. Even the Nova Blades have taken notice of you. My master would be most impressed.
I want to know who has you broadcasting these stories about me. Give me a name.
You may direct any and all questions to my master, as I have been authorized to arrange an introduction. Oh, do be careful in your travels. Legend or no, Goro's brother Grum is severely displeased as to Goro's fate.
Stella, Biorore. Tot now, Prim Slim Monita, Rikoka Shuroreg.
Okay, let's see what you've got, ugly.
Ailing, Honore Donatsa, Tingno Bumfry, Ramirukshak. Tot now, Prim Slim Monita, Rikoka Shuroreg. Prim, Javitsa. Gola, Timan Stebodrar. Donsona no Murdakin Pavuri Freya. Wine Likro, Klorubarg.
There, it's finished. Lana Beniko.
The Emperor's Wrath. Good to see you again. Any word from your namesake?
Right now, I'd rather hear what you've been up to. It's been too long.
I see you haven't changed. Good.
Not interrupting anything, am I? Just kidding, I don't really care.
Hello, Theron.
Is that a good hello or a bad one? Outside of Lana, I can never tell with you Imperial types. Right. Okay, moving on. The Revanites are here, on Rishi. That's why we led you here under false pretenses. They can't know we're onto them. We need you to go out there and make life hard for the Revanites' allies, the Nova Blades.
If the Revanites are operating out of Rishi, then it stands to reason their leader is here.
That's our suspicion too, but we can't say for sure just yet. From what we've been able to gather, the Revanites' agents in the Empire and Republic have been feeding the Nova Blades intel on ship activity. The Blades then use that intel to ambush military patrols and key shipping lanes on both sides. They're essentially remapping hyperroutes.
What good does that do them?
That's what we'd like to find out.
Hate to admit it, but I haven't been able to remotely slice the Blades' computers. I have to have their security shut down.
The trouble is, we can't have any suspicion raised that our attack is related to the Revanites' activities.
If I assault the Nova Blades as a member of this Howling Tempest gang, all suspicion is averted.
Yeah, you've got it exactly. Bust up their operations, get their attention, make yourself look legitimate, and then go for the throat.
We have a trusted source who's determined that the Nova Blades base, a wrecked ship called the Aggressor, contains their entire security apparatus. That's our final target.
And who might that be?
Someone you already know.
Two someones, if we're being precise.
We'll place you in range of the first Nova Blade target. That's where our source is waiting.
It really is good to see you again.
Been hiding out a long time. It's nice to see someone who isn't a complete stranger. Good luck out there.
Yes. May the Force serve you well.
It's you! It's really you! I can hardly believe my optical circuits.
Chikaro, I don't think I can take any more flapping out of that synthesized yap.
All bluster aside, this planet's inhabitants are not to be trifled with. The Nova Blades in particular are a powerful and organized group. That is why we intend to depower and disorganize them by firing from Chikaro's ship on the targets of your choosing.
If we're using a ship, we could take out their entire depot.
If you are to be implicated as the perpetrator of these acts, you must be seen flanking their assets. I'd wish you good luck if I thought you'd need it. We'll keep in touch.
It's like a war zone, Commodore. We're gonna lose everything if we don't airlift what's left to the slave camp.
And we're not backing down just because some upstart crew thinks they got what it takes to break us. Buckle down, be a Nova Blade, and kill whoever's messing with us.
But Commodore Margok...
You heard him. Kill whoever's messing with you. Or try, at least.
I took down a dozen contenders to get this post. I ain't even a little bit scared of you.
I was hoping you'd pick that one.
The job's done.
Excellent news, but it's only our first step.
Did you have something in mind?
I intercepted some chatter about a slave camp. Well, more like a slave island.
I heard one of their lieutenants mention it.
Basically, anyone in Raiders Cove who doesn't give the Nova Blades a slice of their action or whatever gets locked away. Some get put into hazardous labor, like mining, but most are sold as slaves to visitors from off-world. It's a lucrative business for the Blades.
So just like their supply cache, if I destroy the assets, they're left with nothing.
Whoa, if you're suggesting what I think you are...
As you said yourself, these slaves are assets. They're also enemies of the Nova Blades, which makes them all the more valuable to us alive.
You'll have to slip in with one of the Nova Blade's cargo shipments. I'm sure the island's heavily guarded, so try not to get killed.
I believe Theron means to say he's concerned for your safety, as am I. May the Force serve you well.
Jakaro, I have a pickup for you.
C2D4 here. We have your coordinates and are on our way.
Been mining exonium for the blades every day for 2 years. All to pay off a lousy $3 grand I owed. And I ain't the only one.
Tell your sob story to someone who cares.
Ain't going after sympathy. Just letting you know none of us got any love from Margok and his crew. Even in this place, we hear stuff. About your gang, the way you've been making life ugly for the Blades. We want to be a part of that.
You want to work for me?
Hey, we're good at a whole lot of stuff. Tell you what, get in touch with a pal of mine in Raiders Cove. Harlow Ricks. Check in with Ricks from time to time, tell him what you want us to do, and we'll do it. Simple as that. You get nice and close to Margok. You give him one for me, alright?
I'd say the Nova Blades are properly distracted, wouldn't you?
That would be an understatement. Theron's been monitoring communications. You've caused quite a stir.
Want some gratification? Here, check this out. Just recorded.
They're blasting up my supplies, my foot soldiers, taking my workers. What are you people prepared to do about it?
This appears to be your problem, not ours.
How would you like it if I made it your personal problem? Give me Revan. I want to talk to Revan.
No, I don't think so.
You don't put Revan on. The Nova Blade stop rerouting galactic traffic. That ain't negotiable.
Revan.
Commodore Margok, are you threatening to alter the terms of our deal? I paid you to do a job and you've done it well. But that's over now. I no longer have any use for your Nova Blades.
Hey, I know Torch and her Mandalorian clan up and left us. But the Blades still got a lot to offer.
Not if you don't have your own house in order. Put an end to the upstart causing you trouble, and I'll consider resuming our alliance.
You really did it. You got them running scared.
Naturally. You were expecting some other outcome.
Guess it was silly of me to question, huh?
The Nova Blades still have an impressive roster of hardened criminals at their disposal, and the aggressor is still heavily fortified.
The aggressor's their headquarters. You've seen it. A crashed ship Margok turned into a fortress. Can't get in without the proper security codes.
That won't be a problem for me.
We'll get Jakaro to lend a hand all the same.
If nothing else, the activity will keep him from picking apart D4 any further.
Theron.
Finally in. Nice work. Now to see where Margok's hiding all his secrets.
You dirty, no-good pirate scum.
The Howling Tempest gang was made up. Never existed. You're about to wish you were dealing with some random band of raiders.
We'll have to see about that. My forebears founded Raiders Cove. This is my island, and I'm not giving it up. So come on in. Do your worst. In the end, you ain't coming out alive.
So you blew our cover, huh? Luckily, I can jam the aggressor's external comms. About all I can do right now, though. They've got live slicers and they're managing network security on the fly. I can't do anything until they're offline.
I'll handle it.
I'm sure you will.
This is my ship. Think you could just walk on in and be left alive?
Theron, are you getting this?
Loud and clear. I'm in. Full access.
This is the sort of momentum we could never create on our own. We need to maintain that momentum. Surely if the Revanites are done with the Nova Blades, as Revan indicated, they're on to the next stage of their plan.
There'd better be something in the Nova Blades files that sheds some light on what Revan's doing with those hyperspace routes.
Yeah, tell me about it. I'm starting to feel like flying blind is the new normal.
While Theron's pulling down data, I suggest you start to make your way back to Raiders Cove. Hopefully he'll have found something of use by then.
What have we learned from the aggressor?
Very little, I'm afraid. It would appear someone took it upon themselves to corrupt much of the data as a last resort.
It's a real mess, getting fragments but nothing incredibly coherent. The one thing that does keep turning up is the Mandalorian Margok brought up earlier, the one they call Torch.
What about her?
Well, it looks like Torch and Margok were thick as thieves for a while, then something happened. Had to do with the Revanites. Don't really know the details, but it looks like Torch moved her whole clan to another island here on Rishi. I've got the coordinates.
There has to be something better to go on than an island of Mandalorians with vague motives.
It's the best we have for now, so it will have to do.
If I find anything else, we'll have Jakara look into it.
I'm sending Jakaro out on a scouting run. I've made local arrangements for your transportation should he not return in time.
Wow. You've been busier than I thought.
Get whatever information you can from the Mandalorians. With any luck, they'll lead us to the Revanites.
My dear friend the Wrath, always a pleasure to see you intact.
Darth Varon, this is unexpected.
Well, what's life without a few surprises? There are matters I'd like to discuss in person, and I happen to be near the Rishi system. Perhaps we can meet, enjoy a respite from the bloodshed and destruction.
You are neither my friend nor my ally. Barriss is gone, and our pact is ended. What use are you to me now?
You wound me, Wrath. But I've endured worse. We have much to gain from one another. Wisdom to trade that runs deeper than war. And it may be some time before the opportunity comes again. I will await you at these coordinates as long as I can, but I dare not linger. Good day.
My good Wrath, you look the same as ever. How many Jedi have you slain today?
We meet again, Varon.
In all seriousness, how are you? I understand you've been working tirelessly for our Empire. Is it satisfying, your craft? Putting down huts and cults here and there?
Our Empire is surrounded by those who would destroy us. I stand in their way. You know this.
I do. And I admire your handiwork. Yet, I worry for your future. The Republic claims the Emperor is dead, but I hear rumors to the contrary. The game pieces are moving.
Speak plainly.
Consider this. The last Wrath of the Emperor served in that position for centuries, only departing after turning traitor. As I understand, you never chose to become the Wrath. The position was thrust upon you. What is it that you truly desire?
I wish to rule. I wish to exert my will and my vision upon the Empire and the Sith. That is our Order's way.
So it is, and though it may one day cause us conflict, I would not see your path inhibited. I have a gift to aid your endeavors. I have come upon indications that you are being watched, and have been for some time. These spies are mechanical, but ingeniously hidden using combinations of ancient and modern technology, welded into form using the Force.
You make a bold claim. Why come for me? What do you want out of this?
If unknown forces are tracking you, spying upon you, then surely that concerns us all. An associate of mine with connections in the Gree Enclave manufactured this. A device to reveal your foe. Use it to reclaim your privacy if you wish, or to look upon the face of your watchers.
How does it work?
Activation is simple, but I draw your foes somewhere remote. The jungle, perhaps, to avoid interference. There is more I'd offer you, but not until I'm certain we are alone.
Those who seek to manipulate me come to bloody ends, Varen. If these spies are your enemies instead of mine...
Then they will not deal the first blow, and you will know. I will remain on Rishi as long as I can. Good hunting, Wrath.
Wrath. This explains much.
7-1.
You should not have destroyed the Opticrons. The droids exist so that we may know you. You exist so that you may serve our master.
Why have you come to Rishi? Not because of the droids.
We will come to that. You are an instrument of our master's will. Perhaps you have spent too much time serving among the fleets and the Dark Council. First Ilum, then Makeb, and on the list goes. What does not threaten the Emperor is not your concern. We fear you forget this.
I've forgotten nothing. You need not be concerned.
Good. We are at a delicate juncture. Trust that if there are matters of import, you will be told. Now, I understand Darth Vowran sought to meet you here. He has committed crimes against the Hand.
What sort of crimes?
He sought to learn our secrets and interrogated a servant. We believe he is fleeing to the unmapped stars of the Rishi Maze. Did he reach you? If he left this world only recently, we might still find him.
Vowran was the one to tell me of the droids. He must have known they belonged to the Hand. I will see to his death myself.
No. The chase may be long and you shall be needed soon. Others will make certain he is punished. We will not ask that you stay your saber and return to the tranquility of our fortress. Your edge must not be dulled. Have faith that all questions, all concerns, will shortly be resolved. The Emperor is returning, and we will fuel his flame.
I will not be patronized, and I am no one's slave. I am reconsidering our arrangement, servant. If your master desires my aid, he can speak to me himself.
You have made a grievous error!
No, the error was yours.
Oringo mosto, lanan filen, kikdo beselegna job.
Approaching Torches Island.
Che Visla. That little nickname the locals came up with. Hell if I know why.
You recently had a falling out with the Revanites and the Nova Blades. Tell me everything.
Oh, tell you everything. Sure, of course. Because I never had a Sith try to assert themselves before. Tell you what, instead of whatever grand gesture of cooperation you thought might happen here, why don't we try something a little different? Been a while since I had a decent challenge. I'm taking this opportunity to show my clan how it's done.
Oh, son of a...
Okay, so I'm a little rustier than I'd like to admit. But just a little. Felt good to be in a real scrap for once.
If I'm not mistaken, Mandalorian duels are meant to be to the death.
1, you aren't Mando. 2, that was just a fun bit of sparring. So... you know the Blades went and partnered up with the Revanites. Means you probably know they're up to no good. We helped out the Blades to have a good relationship with Raiders Cove. We didn't sign up for the Revanites and their all-out war, so we bailed.
Put out the call to your clan. You fight for the Empire now.
Yeah, my days of working for the Empire are long gone. Give me a single target that's worth my going toe-to-toe with. That's fine. But the Revanites and their fleet of warships? Pass.
Where are these ships?
Couldn't tell you. I wouldn't mind it a bit if you chased the Revanites out of Rishi. Off the radar is just how we like it here. Good hunting to you, Sith. Jesus Mandoade! Who's up for a Skarkla hunt?
I understand your frustration, Jakaro, but there's only so much of your bluster I'm prepared to take.
What's going on?
Theron's been captured by the Revanites. Data from the Nova Blades hinted at the location of a Revanite safe house in Raiders Cove. We looked into it and were ambushed.
They wouldn't bother taking Theron prisoner unless they needed something from him.
Were I in their position, I'd do everything I could to learn how much Theron knows. Whatever the case, I stand by my decision to not impede in Theron's abduction. And I know Theron would too. Now he's in a position to do what he does.
We're talking about a seasoned SIS operative. If the Revanites took him to their base, he could learn a lot.
Of course, if we're to make any use of that knowledge, we'll have to exfiltrate him all the same. Hopefully you fared better with the Mandalorians.
Revan has a fleet of warships on standby.
Of course. From examining the Nova Blades' data, it looks as though they've been routing Imperial and Republic fleets here to Rishi.
So, the Empire and Republic are drawn into a full-scale battle, and whoever's left standing, the Revanites pick off.
And we still don't know who we can trust. We need to interfere with the Revanites' plans, if not stop them outright.
Yes, it's true. I was able to pinpoint several communications originating from another island. I'm told there's a Rishi village on the outskirts. I can't imagine they would resent our presence there.
The village will be our staging area. After the Revanites fall, I will confront Revan myself.
Yes, my lord. We have to assume Revan's expecting a resistance force now. You should expect to find patrols along the way.